So one recommendation is to have a TBI support group, which you guys already have a TBI support group, so just making that known to families and caregivers. And who has the hippo? And if you could read those two. Or pass it.
It's Harry.
Harry. Yep, Harry.
Beth, I'm calling you out. Ready? Watch out. Everybody around her.
Oh.
I think that was a decent throw, though.
Yeah,
it wasn't that bad.
So, possibly having regular discussions on the blackboard. Oh, I can't think of anything to add. You are doing it all and some. Do not have any.
Awesome. Does anybody have any questions or have anything to contribute about the way things were asked? We're good. You're good? Everybody's good?
We're like, as far as the survey goes, the questions are on there. So we're going to be revising the survey for the spring or for next year. So if you see questions that are sort of confusing, you can, I mean, we already have identified some, but if you guys want to contribute ideas, but we'll move on to the next survey, sorry.
Okay, so next is structured day program. There were 65 surveys sent out and 23 returned, so it's also a 35% response rate. And 79% of participants have been with the Feedback Center for 2 years or more. Yeah, that was a good number. 91% of members find the physical space to be welcoming and comfortable. So for that remaining 9, agency response have quarterly inspections of furniture for wear, make sure the climate is comfortable, temperatures as season changes. Management are working on making the space more accommodating, so whether splitting activities from up here to the gym, etc. 96% of members find the facilities are accessible to them. So that remaining 4%, management is reviewing the possible meanings of accessible. 96% feel that they have choices at the Hiccup Center, which is also a very good number. For that remaining 4, just kind of encourage that if there's a lack in something that they're interested in, that they can suggest it and have a group themselves. 93% of members feel that Hiccup Center provides activities that interest them. Again, agency response, if they have interest in something that's not already provided, they can create that activity or group for themselves and others. 96% of members feel that Hiccup Center Day program is an important part of helping them progress towards their goals. 4% didn't respond. 96, yes.
I'd just like to say that I think last year that was lower, and there was a percentage that felt as though they weren't aware of their goals, and I just like to commend the structure they set. They worked really hard to communicate with the members about, hey, this is what you're choosing to work on. Yeah. And I think it does make a definitive difference in your focus and overall appreciation of the program.
Good job.
So keep that.
Yeah. Your sticker's on the top of your paper, just for you.
Jump in.
We don't mean it in that sarcastic tone. It's
96% of members feel the Hiccup Center staff assist them with understanding their needs and working towards their goals. The 4% didn't respond. 96% feel the Hiccup Center staff are knowledgeable and are skilled in providing services. So that's also good. So comments and overall satisfaction. Okay. So who has hippo? You want to read one or you want to pass it?
Excellent, Jerry.
Yeah.
Late.
Oh!
That was still good. Still good.
I don't have
At all.
Okay.
I'll read it for you. Hiccup Center is an awesome place to go to. I had a lot of fun. I have learned a lot from speech program. It's hard to see just because it's so
I know, yeah. Sorry about that. I'll take that into consideration next time. One comment was we had an agency response. It wasn't negative, but yeah. So I hope my dreams come true like members did to meet his favorite NFL quarterback. Marianne helped him arrange it. I want to meet Joe Flacco and my favorite quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens. Member met Colin Kaepernick. Agency response, Marianne is talking to participants. Individually addressed.
If anybody has any connections,
I know, I'm like,
we use our resources. So
one concern is, well, one comment is that college staff members need to dress more appropriately. But agency response is that you guys go over dress code and you don't target gender. It's neutral between both genders. There's diverse cultures here too, so something that could be like, we handle each situation
it
differently.
identified girls specifically, so we don't know who the participant was that gave the feedback. So we do know that we have had interns walk in or like not anticipate if they take a sweatshirt off, things are kind of revealing. So we do handle it pretty quickly, but once the barn doors open or whatever that was, it's sort of like, maybe somebody noticed it. But we do go over the dress code.
Yeah.
Part of the orientation and all of that.
So that's how you guys decided to address that. And then when it comes to staff, some of them are really good, but some are not. A couple of the bad staff are gone, but it's time to get rid of the others. The agency responses managers observe staff interactions daily and evaluate on regular intervals. So
What's important to remember here is that there are a few people that will say they hate everything, and they show up in the surveys. Two people in particular they have not a nice thing to say about anything, even if it was good. So
on the surveys,
on
like
the surveys,
in person, they're like,
so that they show up in the numbers. They show up in the numbers.
thank you. These were responses to why or why not they would recommend Hickok Center to others. So whoever has this spell or wants to pass
It's
it,
for a person with brain damage and can provide lots of help.
awesome. You can go ahead and pass or keep reading.
It helps me. Hickok provides your need. Yes, I would most definitely recommend the Hickok Center to others.
Some more responses. Some of the staff are not good. Sometimes it's embarrassing to be there. Sometimes the staff ignores our needs. Agency responses management will speak with this participant, and not in a million years as a letter is being written.
That's one that Elaine just mentioned. At a team meeting, says wonderful things right around the same time the survey came in, and there wasn't a positive thing that was said on that survey. Or maybe there was two positive things. I don't know. So that we're writing a letter to that person.
So 96% are satisfied with their services, which is good. Responses to why or why not. Yeah, there we go.
The outings are fun when the good staff goes.
Nice and
When the good activities going on. Yes, I am satisfied with the services that I receive from the center. Ashley, you haven't read yet.
This is also the same participant that felt that they were embarrassed to be here, so a letter is being addressed. Feedback to explain the ratings that they gave on the survey. Facilities are accessible. It can just be difficult to navigate the space with the amount of people and furniture. Agency response management is actively working to improve this issue. Furniture has been arranged and it didn't work. So splitting activities from one room, so like one up here, and having one downstairs might cut down on that. And another thing is staff to be mindful of space when planning activities. So if there's lots of movement, just be aware of the space. And Harry. Sorry.
Sorry, girl.
Overall, TikTok provides for all my needs.
Sure, if you would like.
I think TikTok is very good with providing good service and understanding my needs.
Okay.
I think they are doing a good job. It helped me with my family. The Hickok Center is fun, exciting. It has helped me out a lot. I like the trips we go on. You employees are very friendly.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's fine. The staff teaches, explains, and shows how to cook, computer skills, speech, and other things too. I believe with respect I have found it is the best of or any. Well, you can't read that.
Brain injured.
Person to be and recover. Love going to coffee houses. Center is the best brain injury program in America. The staff is outstanding. There is nothing more or less that I can say about the center and the staff. You heard me. And I
One suggestion or concern is that one participant didn't like sitting in the back, and we came to the conclusion that it was of the van. So the agency response van charts are made with specific attention to like mobility, height, relationship with participants. So it might not be directed towards that person to sitting in the back. It might just work out that way. It's time to fire some of the original staff who work head on with us. Sometimes I think they're too comfortable there. A lot of the time some staff are on their cell phone. Agency response is that there is a cell phone policy that is in place and is enforced. And then the last one stating that they're an outcast. They're getting a letter written to them. It's the same one as before. Yep.
A good thing with the cell phone is be mindful. I think there's positives and then just a reminder that if interns see staff on their cell phones a lot, then they're also going to match that, and then it's going to seem twice as many people are on their cell phones. So just be mindful of it, because we do use our cell phones for our jobs, so we don't have a strict policy where you're going to keep it in your car or locked away or something, but just to be aware.
I think a good measurement is if it's taking away from your interaction with the member, then it should be set aside.
If it's that important, then leave the room.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point. If it is something of that paramount, then absolutely just say, hey, I need to take this call.
Thank you. One recommendation for peace and quiet when needed or when they want. Agency response is there's a space in the library now that's kind of filled with stuff, but will be moved. And staff offices are open to participants if they need space and quiet. Staff will mention these options during morning meeting if somebody is feeling overwhelmed with something, just to have that option. Suggestion of more art. Participants may plan more art if they wish to do so. Yes, have your interns be more friendlier instead of being unfriendly. Agency responses are a learning curve for interns.
There's a learning curve with engagement. Also, we don't know what that means either.
Yeah.
Because sometimes interns are approached and spoken with in a way that we might not get the friendliest response. Not that we're not going to be friendly, but they might expect.
Hire some fresh faces, out with the old and with the new. Potentially bring in more volunteers, but really
Same person.
same person. Yeah.
And by the way, we have brought in new volunteers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's not just volunteers.
Go to some nice cafe or restaurants. Go to different museums in New York State. You guys go on frequent outings, and it's already provided. And we need older members, and that's out of the agency control. We can't control old people.
One of the interns' responses, wait a little while. We didn't want to put it on.
And whoever has the hippos, you could read the.
There is nothing to be improved. Everything is in order. You dig.
Anybody have any questions or recommendations or concerns or anything? Okay. And I'll turn it over to Kitty for to handle these ones.
Hi, everyone.
Regarding the vocational service.
Hi, Kitty.
Hi. Okay, we Satisfaction Surveys have distributed 7 returned, which is 54 response rate. 57 of vocational service participants have been connected with the HICAC Center for 2 or more